Hey, my name is Lucas.
And my name is Jacob.
Welcome to set.
Hi.
How are ya?
That was kind of like I was kind of worried for myself for a second. I was like,
Why?
wait, wow, are you starting? Just because like
Oh, you felt like rushed in.
No, I didn't feel rushed in. I had an epiphany that like this is it.
I know, like, we're on air.
Oh, like yeah, like
Live.
like this is it. What I mean by that is like this is it. It's not like this is it. Like,
Live studio audience. I don't get it. It used to be an inside joke for us saying live studio audience, and we always said like that was an Iggy Azalea thing. Did she ever say that? Where's that from? Remember we always said you're on live with 50 million viewers, but it always went back to Iggy Azalea.
So I'm pretty sure like we won a walk once, and I just said that as a joke, and then we
took it as fact.
No, we associate it with Iggy Azalea just because I don't know why though.
I think it was because
There's
at
no
the time,
reason.
this was like a long time ago, she was trying to do the Mo Bounce challenge, I think.
Oh,
Because she released her song Mo Bounce, which, by the way, stream it. Mo Bounce, Bounce, Bounce in the motherfucking house. She already had a song called Bounce, and she came back with Mo Bounce, which I think is that for more? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, for some reason, yeah. But it used to be a joke for us, like, pretending like you would sabotage someone by, like, secretly recording them, being like, you're on live right now with 1 million viewers. I don't know how that associated with Iggy Azalea, but anyway, moving on.
That's a podcast topic in its own. Now, I want to do it in a way that's not shady, but I do want to do this topic. You know when these celebrities do these challenges? For example, this one celebrity said, whoever wins is going to get flown out to LA, or like for example, whoever wins is going to get to be able to like have me in the studio when you make a song.
Yeah.
We should do a podcast episode about like
all of the times.
What happened to the person that won, and
is that info out there?
Yeah, and in a small circumstance, like what if it is all fake?
Oh yeah, because
I'm
it is
curious.
weird because celebrities, like you said, all the time they'll release a song and they'll try to do a challenge around it.
Yeah.
And even celebrities who are so big, like it just doesn't. Sometimes it's just like, oh, I just don't think this will catch on. You know, like I feel like you can't just create a challenge. Like obviously you can. That's how it happens. But there has to be like some magic in it.
I swear, like if you're the biggest celebrity ever, let's say you're the most followed person on Instagram, I actually don't think you have the power to create a TikTok dance. It's this thing where if I was the most followed person on Instagram, I could upload a dance, but like, yeah, just like Lucas said, there has to be some magic in it.
Yeah, like Jesus has to get involved.
Yeah, like he's for sure like up there looking, but like he needs to, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you know the Mannequin challenge? Like
Yeah.
they didn't create what like was that like a duo that is
It was Black Beatles, right? It was that song, and it's like Ray Shuman. I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
But like, did they create that, or like did the internet just create that challenge?
Let me actually go it.
Because I think that's after the Mannequin challenge. That's when all these people started trying to make challenges for their song.
I'm
remember even funny. I remember Nicki Minaj tried to do it with Baby Ariel. Because Baby Ariel was like the biggest person on Musical.ly, and so they'd like regretting your tears challenge or something.
I wonder what the challenge was. Oh yeah, so what I was gonna say was like, with these challenges, for some reason, most of the time, I don't know about them until like the last minute. Because with the Mannequin challenge, I remember the first time I actually knew that it was a thing was when I was in high school. One of my teachers said there was this video of these people doing the Mannequin challenge, and she played it on the screen, and I swear like everyone was like, "Oh my, it's the Mannequin challenge," but for some reason I was out of the loop. Like I just don't know why why my Instagram or Twitter didn't show me the Mannequin challenge. Like I just don't get it.
The Mannequin challenge was iconic. If you guys don't remember, it's where you literally just stand frozen with a group of people. That song is playing that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's like Black Beatles in the city.
And someone goes around with a camera and does multiple angles, and it's like, if people do it right, it's actually cool. Like, remember, like, didn't like whole schools do it where like the hallway people are like frozen mid-walk and stuff? It's like, you guys did it. And then like families would do it at like Thanksgiving.
Wait,
I just
why
felt mad
many
because
churches do it?
I bet if you look up, there's a church who did it. And I bet you like someone, like the pastor is frozen. I'm just mad because I never participated in a Mannequin challenge. I'm not trying to be a victim right now, but like thumbs up. Comment below if you also never did a mannequin challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, in all reality, didn't probably 95% of the human population not do it?
For sure. So I googled who created the mannequin challenge, and it's Edward H. White High School. According to CNN, the trend was started by this high school in Jacksonville. Okay. The first Twitter post was #mannequin challenge. Mannequin challenge, and I guess they just had that song in the background, and it was just acting like,
oh my god, they
mannequin.
did that song. They brought that song big.
It just proves that you can do anything, guys. Like,
I know, literally. The most iconic one, what was it? In Your Hands challenge. What's that Drake song where people did it in the car?
In My Feelings.
In My Feelings, people would have the car driving and get out of the car. Didn't someone like die from that? Anyway.
Anyway. With those. I'm kidding. So funny, okay. Like, let's say something happens that actually affects you, and it makes you sad. It makes me sad. And then when anyone talks about it, I just am I'm just all about positivity. When someone talks about it, anyway, what's the the worst thing happened to me. It's
just keep saying anyway when everyone brings it up. But I don't think anyone actually died from the In Your Feelings challenge. But I know someone did get injured. There was some sort of viral story around it. Somebody did the In Your Feelings challenge, got out of their car, and their car rolled off a cliff or something.
Yeah,
something like that. Something cute like that.
But I always wonder with that stuff. It sounds fake, but it's real.
It's real. Because didn't it also remember the condom challenge? You put a condom over your head? Okay, I have to brag. That. I did do the condom challenge.
Didn't you post it on Instagram?
Yeah, it was where you fill up a condom with water and you put it over your head. Someone drops it on your head so it engulfs your head. And I remember I posted it to my Facebook page. People commented this is so dumb. People died from this. You're promoting the most dangerous thing. But it's well, no one died, right?
I don't.
Because my whole thing is say you suffocate in a condom. Hopefully you have scissors nearby. Can you just scissor yourself out? If you get to the point where you literally die, it's
I mean, if someone did, God bless.
Oh yeah, God bless.
But what I'm saying is for the most part, you don't.
Yeah,
die.
It's you could die from anything.
but with that thing, okay, I don't think it's bad if you did any of these challenges. If people the chubby bunny, people say people died from the chubby bunny. Okay, I'm guessing one person died and God bless them. But all I'm saying is it's not that scary. But the one that if you did this, I'm just gonna say if you did it,
you're a dumbass.
I actually don't think people are dumb. I just think maybe
I'm trying to think of what one you're about to say.
Okay, just really think. Wait, no, I'm actually not gonna say it. I'm just gonna be 10 seconds to think. The
first thing that came
this challenge was actually for I'm just dumb fuckers.
Licking ice cream at the grocery store?
No.
The COVID challenge where you lick the toilet seat?
I mean that couldn't be included, but this one is just actually I'm not trying to be mean, but you're kind of.
What is it?
The Tide Pod challenge.
Oh, that's not even offensive. You're a dumbass bitch.
If you did that, you're literally eating detergent, which is probably gonna make
all
you.
For a video, you ate detergent. You ate laundry detergent.
At that point, if I'm willing to do the Tide Pod challenge, I should be willing to drink a bottle of Lysol and go to the emergency room.
Dumbass.
I was why do I keep doing this?
You literally have a dumbass if you did that. I know somebody listening right now did the Tide Pod challenge and their face is so beat red and oh my god, I'm so sorry. You are a dumbass. I want to make you feel so much shame.
Yeah, I love when Rami Ma said it was a diss track to Nicki Minaj, I think. No hate. I might like both of them. I mean, I don't really know anything about Rami Ma except this song, but she's probably cool.
I know she shot somebody over a stack.
That's what Nicki Minaj said.
That's what her rap
allegedly.
Her diss track back claimed Remy Da did that. This is all alleged. Please don't sue us.
But Rami Ma said, what did you say? Oh, she said, you literally have a dumb ass, which is so funny to me. I love that line.
That is a funny line.
It's just funny. Saying you got a dumb, it's you literally have a dumb ass.
What was I going to say? Oh, so as you could tell by the different intro to the theme song, I might just decided right now we'll have to do creepy noises around it because this is a creepy episode. Spook season.
I know. I'm excited because I think we should you should always dedicate one day of the week just being kind of scared and being on edge.
You might be wait, it's not October. We're going to get creeped the F. Even though it's February right now when you guys are listening to this, let's get scared. Let's spread fear. Let's talk about stuff so when you go to bed tonight, you'll be scared and frightened and have anxiety.
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but I feel most people, when you go to bed, there's certain things that happen throughout the day that go to your mind, and I hope some of the stories go to your mind right before you go to sleep.
I'm genuinely scared. So we asked you guys to send us your ghost stories. I'm actually scared. We already did a ghost story thing from Reddit, but this is from actual listeners, the Bro Show community, so I'm just scared to hear.
Yeah, so we just asked on the YouTube community tab, and people send us some ghost stories or like paranormal shit.
With ghosts, for me, it's like a double-edged sword, because part of me like wants to, but I want ghosts to be real because I'm like, that is so cool. Like, there's so many things that can't be explained, and like our souls go somewhere after we die. But then part of me is like, I hope none of that's true, and I hope when we die, it's just the black screen. Because I'm like, I do not want ghosts around. Like, it's just creepy. Like, I don't know what way I feel. You know what I mean? Like, part of me just like, I really hope ghosts aren't real, because like that is just weird.
Yeah, I mean, if we're fully going at it, like sometimes, this isn't often, but sometimes I'm like, sometimes I'm scared and I'm thinking, wait, what if I just died? And then it sounds sad to me. Now, if this is the truth, I guess so be it. But it sounds so sad to me dying, and I don't even get to see anything else. And it just is like,
I know, it's over.
Yeah, like, let's say I die, so anyone dies, and it just is like, legit, you can't see anyone, and it like, and for example, you just forget about it. That
you don't even have
like,
a consciousness.
Yeah, like that just sounds sad.
I know it's like all these relationships we form in life, like it just means nothing.
But I mean,
anyway,
you
like
put
keep your head up.
It. But yeah, like I think
no, but like the thing is for me, like I believe that something does happen after, but like I don't know what it is. Like I feel like our like human brains wouldn't be able to comprehend whatever it is, you know? Like I feel like we're little ants, and like whatever like the thing is like so big that like we just can't even comprehend. We're too dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I could think about it like that, but then I could think about it in this other way, where like those galaxies and all this shit,
dimensions,
and then it makes me think like, oh well, kind of just peacefully, like this isn't that big of a deal, but obviously live it up. But like, what if there is a chance, like, oh, like in the end, like this is a big part of life, but not like a big part of the big
that's weird.
Nut, of the big nut.
No, what was I gonna say? Oh, but the one thing about ghosts, I've already probably said this in other ghost episodes, but this is why I don't want to believe ghosts, because I don't want to believe that you're just stuck on Earth after you die. That sounds fucking boring.
And the thing about it is, this is my thing that I've been skeptical about ghosts for a while. If ghosts are real, how many ghosts are there? / why wouldn't more ghost coincidences happen and more often? There's so many questions.
If there's billions of people alive right now, billions dead, one of them would have like, I don't know, hacked MTV and like showed up on screen or something. Like there'd be more like ghost encounters, like you said.
Yeah. Oh, I just picture me driving home at night and a ghost takes to the steering wheel and says, "Bitch, you gonna die." And then like someone's my car, like, why doesn't that happen? Is what I'm trying to say.
But it does seem like you told me most of these ghost stories kind of happen after a loved one dies, right?
Oh yeah. So it's so funny because I'm like joking about it, but yeah, like a lot of the ghost stories. This is what's kind of interesting about it. A lot of them had to do with loved ones dying, and also a lot of them happened in their grandparents' house.
Oh, so, grandparents' houses do have a haunted vibe.
Like if we're going to our grandma's house, we have stayed in this one room in our grandma's house that does have a sinister energy to it. And she even, like, she doesn't say it's sinister, but like she's heard us joke about it.
Yeah.
Like there's this room that has like brick all over it.
And yeah, no windows.
Yeah.
Electrical outlets everywhere.
There hasn't been any ghost experiences, but like it just is creepy.
Yeah. Underground meth lab vibes.
Yeah, we said that the owner was a meth lab person before her.
Yeah, because there's an outlet everywhere, so it's like, why'd they need so many outlets? Oh, for meth. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
When I hear about loved ones dying and then having a ghost experience, that makes me more comfortable, because maybe when you die, you can be on Earth and like say a little like hi to someone, poke them a little bit. You know what I mean? And then you go to the next thing. But like when I hear these stories of like Marilyn Monroe haunts the Roosevelt Hotel, it's like, she died half a century ago. Like, she's still there? That sounds fucking boring. Sitting in the Roosevelt Hotel?
I know.
It's like, let her go wherever the next place is.
Yeah, I think I have come to a tiny decision. So when I say, wait, all these people die, where are the ghosts? I think that's a simple-minded way to think about it. I think it's like what you were saying. For example, if a loved one dies, this is why I'm just guessing. Like, obviously this isn't a fact, but like, I feel like maybe there's like a day where they're roaming around Earth. Like, I feel like it isn't a thing where all these ghosts are around us. Maybe it's a thing where if there is some like afterlife, you can like sometimes have like a failed day on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Because then sometimes, because think about if you die, like, you are going to want to, like, obviously, if Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, if she's doing an episode with, like, your family member, like, you're going to want to swoop down to Earth and be like, hi, Teresa, and, like, be on the Long Island medium.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
like
Tyler,
I for sure talk to her.
Tyler Henry, the celebrity medium, like, you'll want to talk to him, too. So, there will be instances where you'll be able to swoop back down to Earth.
But then maybe ghosts also are the people that create our dreams.
Oh my God, that could be a theory. This podcast is sponsored by Shipstation. If you sell stuff online, you are definitely in the right business. More people are shopping online than ever. That means a lot of orders coming in and lots of orders you'll need to ship out fast. That's why online sellers like you need Shipstation. No matter how much you sell, Shipstation makes it super easy to manage and ship all of your orders from all of your sales channels faster, cheaper, and more efficiently. You'll be able to import orders from any sales channel, ship with any carrier, access discounted shipping rates, and automate just about any shipping task. You'll spend a lot less time on shipping and a lot more time growing your giant business, you little CEO.
No matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, your own website, Shipstation funnels all your orders into one simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even your cell phone. You'll even get access to amazing discount rates with major carriers, including UPS, FedEx, and USPS. Easily compare carriers and choose the best solution every time. With Shipstation, small businesses can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies without the contracts or commitments. It's no wonder Shipstation has more 5-star reviews than any other shipping software.
Ship more in less time. Use our offer code LUCASJACOB to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to shipstation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in LUCASJACOB. Again, that's shipstation.com. Enter offer code LUCASJACOB. Let's make ship happen. This is why I'm creeped out by TikTok, because every now and then I go on TikTok and it's always funny videos, but then they'll send you one where you're like, bitch, what? Like, I saw this scary one where I like actually turned it off because I was watching and I was like, what the hell? Then I read the comments, everyone was like, this messed me up, and I was like, okay, I'm skipping. And
You didn't even watch it.
But I got the gist of it.
What was it?
They said there was like this girl was talking about, like, I forgot what it was, but she was like, have you ever thought about how, like, there's no way this has nothing even to do with ghosts, but kind of just like creepy things.
Yeah.
But she was saying there's no way to tell if other humans on Earth are conscious. She's like, what if you're the only conscious person?
Oh,
like
so
that
it's
type
kind
of
of like
stuff.
the Truman Show.
Even that stuff creeps me out because, like, she's saying there's no way to actually tell. Like, where's the evidence? And it's like, boo, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole and think I'm the only conscious person on Earth. I can't do this right now.
Yeah, and it's a thing where at night, there's just this chemical that gets released in my body where everything's a 10 times more scarier.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, TikTok. This is what I need to talk about. A couple of days ago, I was like, let's check on TikTok. It was at 10 o'clock at night.
That's always when I go on at 10 o'clock at night.
What's the TikTok algorithm? Because why was it a thing where every single one that I scanned through had the hashtag scary and like all these other scary hashtags.
They were out for you.
And they were all scary. So is it a thing where the TikTok algorithm knows it's night? So sometimes they're like, people like scary things at night, so they just recommended me every scary video that's on TikTok. Because I just scrolled through 5, didn't even watch a full one and X out because they all were like black screens and I know they were gonna make me be scared to go to sleep.
Oh my God, maybe you've been like Googling scary stuff earlier or something.
No, I feel like they just have this algorithm where at night they play scary shit.
Oh yeah, but that's the only time I watch TikTok is at night.
But yeah, it doesn't play scary shit for you always, so.
But it does though, like every now and then. But I think it's because I went on like spiritual TikTok where they're like, be in the present moment and stuff. And then somehow like that got even more creepier. They're like, you're going to be so spiritual that you think you're the only conscious person. Like it kept going down a creepier thing, you know?
Oh,
I never have been on Witch Talk though.
Witchcraft?
Yeah, I want to go on Witch Talk.
For like 3 years, I've been wanting to get a witchcraft book, and I haven't yet, but I think I am sometime soon. I'm gonna like bathe in a bath and see if I can create something.
Oh, yeah.
Bathe in a bath, I mean go in a bath, whatever.
Because the reason why I want it just sounds so interesting because I was listening to Hannah Stocking on the Zane and Heath podcast, and she was saying she was on Witch Talk, and I guess one of the things was people like period onto the girls, like there was a Witch Talk of a girl saying like just like bleed onto the ground when you have your period, like the earth needs like our blood and stuff, and I was like, oh my God, like I want to watch like these types of videos.
Oh, okay, so yeah, like I don't know what this is, but like I don't know what like this is, like what it's associated with, but like something that I actually believe in, like say so sometimes I go on runs, and when I get back from the run, I'm wearing tennis shoes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I literally take off my tennis shoes and I just like walk in our yard for a little bit, walk through the grass, and I
little
like,
witch boy.
And like what I'm trying to say is that like I forgot when I heard it probably like 2 years ago. I feel like there's something about like having your bare feet touch earth. Like,
oh,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
There's something you could even just say something as simple as grounding. It makes you feel one with earth. Have like a clearer day. But like I just know there's something to it. And if there isn't, and it just is out of my head, it's fine. But I like it.
I know. I wish in America people wore more barefoot all the time, because in Australia people are barefoot.
Oh, I would be down to walk barefoot on a walk.
I know.
Right now.
Like, remember I was
not in the winter.
I went to
fucking freezing.
A grocery store in Australia and people wear barefoot, and I was like, oh my god, like so spiritual. I feel like
I'd be down.
I don't want to group Australia and New Zealand together, but like I picture like that's how Lord is too in New Zealand. Like I picture her to be like barefoot at like the doctor's office and everything.
Oh yeah, because I hope people say that like since we wear shoes all the time, it makes our feet into mush,
and that's why we have anxiety.
And that's why we die early.
Because like we don't have soil going through our feet.
Live long.
But so should we get into the ghost stories?
Yeah. So first of all, I searched, and ghosts have always been a thing. So just if anyone was wondering, this might be obvious to most of you guys, but like even during ancient times, people were talking about this loved one appeared to me. Like it's not a new thing. If anyone was wondering.
Oh my god, same with aliens, right? Because isn't there like on the pyramids or some shit, someone drew an alien spaceship or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, these have always been a thing. So like it just kind of proves the legitimacy of it.
It kind of proves like how not unique like our generations are. Because we always think like everything's happening right now, but it's like, bitch, we've been talking about the same urban legends for like centuries.
Yeah, like I kind of sometimes feel like it just goes in waves. So for example, like there's waves where like everyone's open-minded, and there's waves where everyone's closed-minded. Like I think it just goes in waves because like won't some like Greek gods being doing gay sex and shit.
I don't know if Greek gods, but like people in the Greek times.
Yeah, someone in
or
the
like
Greek
the
times.
ancient Greece.
So I remember hearing like these Greek gods would have younger guys bottom for them or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, something like that. Because is that the thing we watched at the Museum of Sex? We went to the Museum of Sex in New York because we thought it would be fun. Like we just walked. It was on all these lists of like go here, and they showed us this documentary that like was so interesting. Was it talking about ancient Greece? Apparently they had like remember like the fair?
Oh yeah, okay.
Where they had a fair once a year where like the whole town, like everyone just had sex, I guess.
Basically it was like a big swinger party.
Oh yeah. But like that is funny that like yeah, and then nowadays like people are like shocked by WAP, but that was going on way back then. But then you go through and then you hear about even like the 70s, like that whole movement, and you're like, oh, that feels like more ahead than like right now.
Oh yeah, and then even like how I was in this one book and all these like psychedelics like psilocybin, LSD like were like so big in the 50s or something, but then they got banned because people were like okay, I'm pretty sure like they kind of banned them because people were going crazy when they were on them, like committing suicide and shit like that.
Oh my god.
So then they banned them, but it is weird how like back then but like now they're doing research and figuring it out like it might be good for mental health, but it's kind of
yeah, but they were already like making strides towards it.
Yeah, it was like people. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, let's get into the full story. I picked a few. Thanks for sending them in, but I just picked some random ones. So if we didn't get to yours, we're so sorry.
But thank you for sharing. Other bros read it.
Oh yeah, and I probably read it too. My grandparents live in the house that my grandpa grew up in. When I was about 12, all of my cousins and I were staying in our grandparents' back room. What do you think back room means, by the way?
That's just as scary in itself. Like, are you saying in the storage room?
Because now when I picture back rooms, I picture liminal spaces.
Oh,
that
yeah,
back room
that
where,
creepy
it's
back room.
ending.
That's what I'm picturing they're staying in.
Okay, so they were staying in their grandparents' back room, and this person woke up really fast in the middle of the night and saw two people hugging, looking over all of us. I've never seen a picture of my grandpa's mom and dad, but I asked to see a picture of them, and it was 100% them. Even though there was strange people watching us sleep, I never was scared, and I was comforted almost. I don't know. It was really weird. So
wait, how old were they in this?
When I was about 12.
Oh my gosh. So they saw people hovering over them and they weren't scared?
So, I saw people hugging over. So they kind of felt comforted by it. But like maybe when they first saw it, they were scared. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least that's not a scary one. Like, because it was their great grandparents. Is that what it was?
They were staying at their grandparents' house.
And it was their great grandparents.
Oh yeah,
right?
their grandpa's mom and dad. So yeah, their great grandparents.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean with this one, it's interesting because it's like then it's like people. It's kind of like this whole thing about like guardian angels. That wouldn't be a guardian angel, I don't think. But like you know how I think it's in Christianity. People say like someone's always watching over you.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like your.
Doesn't everyone have a guardian angel like in Christianity?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it's a thing where like someone's always watching over you, so like you're always semi-safe.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess in this case, like your great grandparents could be your guardian angels if that.
Oh, even in like spiritual things, don't they have like, what do they call it? There's like a spiritual name for a guardian angel.
Oh, like someone's watching.
Yeah,
like
I forgot what it is.
A being is watching over you. Or something?
Yeah, it was something like I forgot what it's called.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this one.
Oh, higher self.
Oh,
that's basically a guardian angel.
It's like yourself, but like fully realized, right? Or like not even.
Yeah,
but
like
your
looking
soul.
over you.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So that one, I like how we started off with the positive one. Like it wasn't like I got possessed. It was like, oh, like my great grandparents were watching me sleep.
Yeah. Like so, we haven't really talked about like. I mean, we probably talked about it in previous episodes, but I honestly don't really have any ghost stories where I feel like if I said it'd be like, oh my gosh, that's like crazy. Cause
yeah, I don't either.
Maybe I like could be like. One time I was like watching TV and I heard something like drop. But I feel like in my cases, it's not a ghost experiences because I realized, the AO just turned on. But right now in my life, I don't have any ghost experiences. But
neither. I'm trying to think, but I kind of have like a vague memory of like something happened, but I can't think of anything.
That's what, like, I kind of have thought before. Like, maybe I just erased it from my conscious or something. When I was like young,
but then I think I'm thinking of like a month ago we were filming in my storage room where it was pitch black, and then Matthew played a scary noise from upstairs, and then we thought it was a ghost for like 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
I was terrified.
But even in that situation, like I feel like I'm the type of bitch who I don't even want to believe ghosts at all. Remember, even in that situation, when I heard the scary noise, like I already was like creating reasons for it not to be a ghost.
I was creating. That's so funny. Like we're opposites in that way because I was creating reasons why ghosts are real. I'm not joking. Like I was literally thinking my ghosts are real. That's crazy. This is my first ghost experience. But then we found out it was just fake. But yeah, so that one, I mean, that's like lovely.
I know. Thanks for sharing.
This is the next one. When my mom's sister passed away. So this is another one about a loved one passed away.
Okay.
When
so her aunt.
Yeah. My mom had a dream that her sister was going through her closet and putting together outfits on the bed. This one's crazy. I read it last night. My mom sat up and asked her what her sister was doing. And sis was like, okay, I'm laughing because it's saying sis was like a ghost story and then saying sis. Sis was like, I'm setting out some outfits for you to wear because I have a better fashion sense than you. My mom said that when she woke up the next day, she was sitting up in bed and her closet was open with clothes set out on her bed. It's pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet story and it seems really in line with the other stories I hear about my aunt. Just being sassy and confident. Now,
a little sass ghost.
Yeah, just to put this one into like retrospect or whatever. This one, I'm not saying any of the ghost stories are fake, but this one has more truth to it because there was clothes on the bed.
I didn't know
in
what?
This ghost
Unless
story.
she like slept, walked, and did it. But even then, like her sister was guiding her in the dream. Like what?
I know that it's interesting that like these are like a lot of them were about like loved ones dying and then like you.
So was she like
giving
her an outfit for the funeral, or just like was it randomly like after?
I'm going.
She didn't say, right?
Nah.
I'm gonna love that one little fashionista, sassy aunt, like haunting people, like all sassy.
It kind of makes me think like God forbid, but like if I died and then I haunted someone and it was just me saying like you're fucking ugly, but it's funny. That was the dream that someone had about me.
I don't know, because if I was a ghost, like I would want to do something cute, but I also would like want to scare people. Like, ah! You know what I mean?
I know. I feel like
I would just be like, I'd be so tempted. You know what I mean?
I know. I'd be
go to my hater's house. I don't even have I have one specific hater.
It's so funny because like even if like I like because it'd be so mean scaring someone because I have like trauma from it, but it sounded so fun to just be like, look behind you.
I know, like, rip off the blankets at 3 a.m.
Wait, I didn't
Make people
include
go
this
insane.
one. I didn't include this one, but someone commented they heard this laugh at like 3 a.m. and they linked to a YouTube video and it was that laugh, like you know, like that wizard laugh. Okay, so the next one. I was like 4 years old at my great grandma's house, and I vividly remember opening a secret door in her basement that led to a huge factory of workers and doctors. So that's how this person said. And then someone
That's
commented.
not even ghost. It's like you went to a different dimension. You're on LSD.
But she was 4.
Accidentally took some.
But then someone commented, and this made me laugh even more. Is this a common thing? Because I swear this happened to me too. So basically, if this is a common thing, people go to their grandma's house and open a door and they see a huge factory of workers and doctors. This one, yeah, it's not a ghost story. It just is like a phenomenon, coincidence.
And don't people always say like young kids, like their like mind is still open to like ghosts and shit. So like they maybe like as an adult you go to the grandma's basement, you don't see the door. But like young kids, like this is their like they're open to the spiritual side, like. They open the door and see the whole factory. But, like, going to that creeps me out because, like, why are people working in a factory in the afterlife? It's like, we have to have jobs still?
Yeah, so with this factory one, it also could be a thing where, like, you know when you're little and you have a bigger imagination than you do now? But with that being said, we have nieces and nephews, and I have heard stories about, like, them like just like creepy stories.
Yeah, I'm hearing seeing like ghosts and shit.
Yeah, just weird shit like that. So I kind of do for like kids might.
Oh, the camera turned off. I was wondering what you were. I thought you were like getting up ready to run.
I feel like it would make sense that kids can see ghosts because they're way more pure than the rest of us. So maybe.
Oh yeah, their third eye is still open.
Yeah, it was like we close our third eye as we go up, but then you need to open it later in life.
But that's interesting. I've never heard about, someone seeing a factory. But I love how somebody else commented and was like, yeah, that happened to me too. Like, what?
I have no recollection of that happening to me. So it's not a common experience in my life, but...
That is awesome. They're like, oh, did they go into the factory or they just look in?
They just said, I vividly remember opening a secret door in her basement that led to huge factories of workers and doctors.
Oh, that is cool. You're like, you saw a different dimension.
Well,
what if it was a time machine?
That's true.
Back to like the industrial era?
The thing about this is that there would be something so magical. If this is real, like let's say you 100% saw this, there is something like so magical about it. Like opening a secret door. Like that sounds like some Narnia shit.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
I honestly hope it's true.
Oh my God, I'm jealous that you guys do that. This podcast is also sponsored by ButcherBox. And, planning your meals for the week, that can be difficult. Like thinking, okay, what do I have to buy at the grocery store to do this recipe, blah, blah, blah. But ButcherBox makes that easy. ButcherBox is a subscription service that takes all of the annoyingness out of finding high quality meat. ButcherBox gets their meat from partners with the highest standards for quality. So you're not going to have to be searching through your grocery store being like, is this healthy? Is this 100% grass-fed? You'll just know because ButcherBox, all their meat is the good stuff. ButcherBox's sourcing decisions are made holistically, keeping the farmer, the planet, the animal, and your family in mind.
We actually got some meat from ButcherBox, and our family had it. It was pork shoulder, and we prepared it with some seasonings. We put it in the oven for a couple hours, and it was delicious.
I made mine into like a pulled pork sandwich. It was heavenly. It literally tasted like high quality stuff you get at a restaurant or something. I was in love and everyone was raving about how good it was. Each box contains between 8 to 14 pounds of meat depending on the box you choose, and that's enough for 24 individual meals. You're not gonna have to go to the grocery store for a long time, honey.
This is your chance to never have to shop for ground beef again. That's right. ButcherBox is giving new members free ground beef for life. Sign up at butcherbox.com/LucasJacob and get 2 pounds of ground beef free in every order for the life of your membership. Log on to butcherbox.com/LucasJacob. Claim this deal.
Thanks, ButcherBox.
The next one. Like 2 years ago, I was in the car with my cousin, who was around 2 to 3 at the time, and my aunt and her aunt, or his aunt. And as we were driving, my cousin suddenly pointed out this one house and said, "Granddad is waving from the window. He died before he was born, but he's seen in pictures." And my aunt told me later that when he said that, she got really freaked out because it turns out the house was my cousin was talking about was our great-grandparents' old house, and our granddad would have lived in as a child.
What?
So this one was just like what we were talking about. Their cousin was 2 to 3 at the time. So
Oh my
like
God,
this
saw
is
their grandpa
literally-
in the grandpa's old house.
Yeah, waving. Yeah, and he lived there when he was little, I guess.
Oh my God, that's cute.
Yeah, like with this one, it's just because so they would have seen pictures, but that's just like random.
Yeah, and also they said he was like 2 or something. Like when you're 2, you aren't like, I'm gonna make up a story. Like you're
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I feel like it happened on the Tyler Banks show. Didn't someone come on and say like,
Oh yeah, do you have a whole episode about ghost kids, right?
yeah? So I feel like kids can see. It's so funny because there's a Kanye album called that, but I feel like kids can see ghosts.
Wait, he has an album called that?
Yeah, I think it's like a collab album. Kids see ghosts.
Oh my God, I love that though. That's cool.
Yeah,
But that sort of happened with our little brother. Like he said, like we were on the way to our grandpa's funeral, and he was like, how old at the time?
probably like 5.
And then he said, like, grandpa's floating above the car. But then, and everyone was like, oh my God, he can see a ghost. But then we've asked him about it recently, and he's like, yeah, I made that up.
Yeah, but then
So,
there's part
like-
of me like, is he just embarrassed of it?
Yeah,
or
because at
something?
the time, like, it was a thing where everyone was like, oh my God, he saw grandpa. And we were all so excited because it was like the day of his funeral. But then, like, yeah, we asked him about it recently, and he's like, I straight up made that up for clout.
Yeah, I mean, it could
Didn't
be
he say that?
Yeah, he for sure said that. Okay,
But yeah,
you can,
I agree with you, though. Like, he could just be embarrassed that he saw a ghost. So, like, now he's like, no, I didn't.
oh yeah, it was like it actually did happen, and
Oh, I'm reading the next one.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, not so much. This one's not so much traumatizing, more comforting. I moved in with my grandmother when I was around 15 while going through a difficult time. I always got a presence of something around me, but could never put my finger on it. There were various experiences I had, just like stereotypical footsteps, banging, etc. So I named the ghost Albert and talked to him sometimes. The most recent thing he started doing is turning on the bathroom taps to get my attention. If I ask him to stop, it'll stop. Creepy, but kind of nice. Laughing emoji.
So this one's
Okay.
happening in present day, right?
Yeah, right now she's talking to Albert.
This is wait. I don't know how old you are. Like, are you
15. Well, she moved in when she was around 15, but I'm assuming she still lives there. Maybe she's like 17, 18 now.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
I know. Oh my gosh, like you're just currently in a contact.
People say like it's you have a ghost fund.
Oh, that's scary. Like I feel like it only would happen if you're open to it. Like for me, like since I'm so against it, I feel like no ghost would be able to talk to me. But like this person must be more like open, you know?
Yeah.
Would you be open to it, or would you be like, get the hell out?
Well, I said this on the podcast, and I was kind of scared of saying it, but I already said it because I didn't want people to think I'm crazy. But one day I told myself, because I'm just so interested in aliens, and I've said so many times I'd be down to be abducted by an alien and then come back the next day. But I said during the day to myself, like I think I said it out loud or something. I said, aliens, I want to talk to you. So like one of these nights, just like come talk to me or something. And then when I went to bed that night, I was so scared, like just because.
The regret.
Yeah, just because I honestly felt like it just was a feeling, but I honestly felt like they are gonna visit me. This is gonna be crazy. But then I said like I just said it in my head, like I actually don't want you to visit me, and I was like, no, don't do it. So but I regret that because but I mean I still could do it. But yeah, I feel like this would only. Same with aliens. I feel like it might only happen if like there's something in you where like you kind of want to.
But I feel like aliens are different than ghosts for me. Like for some reason, like ghosts, I'm kind of like, oh, I hope they aren't real. But aliens, I like really hope are real. Like I've already said that so many times on the podcast. Like I'm all for aliens, but they're kind of different than me. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
There's like different things.
Oh yeah, they're like vastly different. But yeah, I feel like aliens. The thing with aliens is that like, okay, ghosts. I'm like, I just don't know. But aliens, like, I just know they're real. Like it's a whole different thing because I just like. But the thing about it is that. I don't know if I fully believe that aliens have even visited Earth. It could be a thing where, like, we're all just on our own planet chilling.
So what are the Pentagon things?
What do you mean?
Like, the things that are Pentagon released?
Oh, yeah. Couldn't it just be like some random asteroids that no one knows what they are?
No. It's aliens. But for me with aliens, like, I don't ever want to talk to aliens, but it would be cool if I was in the car. It'll make it happen if I'm in the car with someone else. Because otherwise, if it just happens with me, I'll be like, I guess I'm going crazy. It has to be someone else to witness it. I want to be in a car at night and, like, you know those stories where, like, a UFO goes above the car?
Oh, yeah.
I want something like that to happen. Then I'll be like, okay, like, that would just be, I'd be so effing scared when it was happening, like, crying, like, having, like, the biggest freak out. But, like, that would be cool to happen.
You're so right, though. Like, with these paranormal or alien experiences, I kind of do hope that it happened when I'm with someone else because you know, like, you're scared at night and sometimes you, like, hear a noise. I feel like there's no, like, there's no, like, truth in it because it's only you. Like, yes, believe yourself, but it just, like, I mean, I'm scared right now, so I could just be, like, there's this thing, like, you just imagine things when you're scared.
I remember what I was saying, your mind can play tricks on you.
Yeah, but yeah, like, it would be cool if someone else is with you because then, like, you, like, have, like, two supports. Because I actually do believe that,
but I don't want to be abducted, though.
Like, that's the thing is that, like, right now, since the day, like, if it's just one day.
I don't want to be abducted. Like, I just know, like, I'd freak out. Being like, let me the fuck out, like, freaking out, like, when they're trying to, like, tie me to the table or whatever. Isn't that what they do?
Oh, well, like, maybe if you're funly, then they'd be funly to you.
Well, don't they just want to do experiments? It's like, okay, I cut open your stomach. It's like, just leave me alone. I don't want to go to surgery.
On an alien spaceship.
Okay, next up. Okay, my scary story that really isn't that scary. Okay, I love how the bro show community has been blessed with not having scary ghost stories. Like this one, this person saying theirs isn't scary either.
Oh yeah, it seems like most of them so far, like, it kind of seems like they are happy with it.
They said, so 5 years ago, when I was a freshman in high school, me and my mom were really into going to graveyards and taking pictures at midnight to see orbs. Oh wait, you and your mom are icons.
Yeah, when I was including this, I was like, wait, like, this is literally something out of a book.
I know, like, they would go to graveyards at midnight to see orbs. Love it.
Okay, so I learned about orbs, like, a year ago or something, and, like, it's so hard not to imagine orbs at night. Because I feel like you, like, always see
but they only show up in pictures, right?
No, you can see, like it'd be like when you're in your room and, like, you might see, like, a little dot on the side.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that would be an orb. I don't know, but
They said, we had some really spooky experiences from hearing footsteps and whistling to just weird feelings coming over me, making me very persistent in leaving. One of the spookiest things that happened, though, was at a very old graveyard where all of the graves were unmarked and kind of sunken in. It was probably 2 a.m., and we had just got done taking pictures. My mom's car is Bluetooth, and I swear to you, a voice came over her Siri thing and said, wherever you go, I will be with you. To that day, we don't know what it was or who it was. That is scary.
I mean, there's so much, like, I feel like there's so much truth to it because you guys are literally in a graveyard. Like, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah, that was a ghost that, like we said, like, just wanted to scare you guys. You know what I mean?
Because with that, like, it's like I feel like they just wanted to creep you out.
Oh yeah, they were like, after they followed you for a day, they're like, yeah, we're leaving.
Also, wasn't a thing like I feel like you guys were, like, looking for ghosts, so I guess the ghost kind of.
No, they probably like, let's give him a spook.
Yeah, like, let's give them what they want. But yeah, that's so interesting that you and your mom used to do that. That sounds fun.
I know. Okay, next up. A few years ago, I was at home with my then boyfriend, and I went upstairs to go to sleep, and he stayed downstairs. I had just laid down and closed my eyes, and then I saw the door open and close, and I saw him walk to the foot of my bed. It was pretty dark, and I didn't have my glasses on, and all I saw was a dark figure, so I assumed it was him. And I said, babe, what are you doing? But he just stood there, and I said, okay, and laid down, and then the door opened again, and it was a more clear version of him. And I asked him if he had just walked in here a second ago, and he said no. I cried for the rest of the night and still cry when I think about it. Also, my mom told me a story. Okay, first of all, just doing a second story. So that first story, like, that is fucking scary.
She saw her boyfriend walk in.
Well, she just saw a dark figure, assumed it was her boyfriend. And then her boyfriend walked in a few seconds later, so it's like, who was that person before?
That's creepy.
Someone trying to steal you from your boyfriend.
Stuff like that would still, if that happened to me, I would still be scared about it, like years later.
But then there's a part 2 to this. There's like a second story. Also, my mom told me a story from when I was around 2, and I was laughing and talking in my crib, and my mom walked in and asked who I was talking to, and I pointed to the corner and said, Grandma Katie, which was my great-grandma. who had passed away about a year prior. I was also known to scream and run into my parents' room, telling them there's something in the house during my whole childhood because I always saw shadowy figures. Oh, that is scary.
Yeah, this kind of goes. Yeah, this goes in like kids see ghosts again.
But it even goes into like the common theme of people saying like, yeah, kids have imaginary friends, probably just ghosts.
I know they might not even be imaginary friends.
I know.
This kind of makes me think that like dreams are ghosts talking to us because there's this thing called night tales where people wake up and they might scream bloody murder. Someone's like the scariest thing happened in their dream, and like maybe it was just a ghost talking to them.
I know. And aren't shadowy figures, isn't that a whole different phenomenon? Like there's like shadow people. That's like a whole different breed.
I didn't know about this until our sister told us about it. But yeah, I guess there's this thing called shadow people where like, yeah, it'd be like the lights off and you see a shadow person. So like, it's like a whole other phenomenon.
But maybe it is ghosts.
Yeah, it could be a ghost too, and just another type of ghost or whatever.
Let's see. Should I go to the next one?
Yeah.
When my husband and I purchased our house, the basement was newly finished, except for a back room. Okay, back to the back rooms.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the basement was fully finished except for a back room that had a single folding chair in the middle of the room. Bitch, why'd you buy that house?
Oh.
If I toured a house and there was a back room with one chair in the middle of a dark back room, I'd be like, okay, if the house is perfect, I don't give a shit. We're leaving.
Oh, yeah. So this is the type of thing where, like, you know those scary YouTube videos that last a minute? I do kind of have a dream about making one, and this is the perfect scenario for, like, a 1 minute scary video. So picture this room. Just say it's a back room, and there's one folding lawn chair in there, and there's this
making it a lawn chair makes it so much scarier.
Okay, yeah, so there's carpet on the floor, lawn chair. That's already something about it is just sinister to most people.
Terrifying.
I swear.
Like, think about if it was a computer chair, that isn't scary.
No, there's this person sitting in it with this makeup that goes up to their eye, like kind of bloody lipstick, and this wig that's cut out weird, and like
you are scary.
And like
I'm picturing this whole vibe right now, and I'm terrified.
And their feet are like duck feet or something, and like it just, and there's this camera just like above the room going in a circle around them, and that's how the video
God,
is.
You should make a horror movie because that is fucking terrifying. Thinking of someone with like a butchered wig laying down on a lawn chair in a dark room with carpet and all this other shit you involved, and I picture the scariest music ever going, and like that would honestly, like, you should make a whole second channel that's just creepy shit where, like, you hire local actors and make these come to life.
The thing about it, though, is that, like, I'm not even joking to be funny, but, like, I must have, like, really, like, had, like, an imagination or something, because I was pitching it, and I legit, like, kind of got shivers.
Part of me thinks that, like, that person exists in a different dimension.
I had, like, because how did I create that?
Stuff like that is the scariest, though, like, just, like, creepy shit like that, like, you explained that lawn chair thing. I remember, like, I think it was Shane Dawson when he did his conspiracy videos back in the day. He talked about that one YouTube channel that was literally just a body bag.
Oh, yeah.
And
it turns out it was, like, I think it was, like, a student project.
Yeah, it was, like, a student film. But, like, people were just like, what the hell is somebody... The whole conspiracy was somebody literally murdered someone and just showing the body bag. But, like, just seeing a body bag on camera... And didn't they play scary music, too? Like, that type of stuff is so effing scary. Like, going to a movie with a plot and everything isn't as scary as just these creepy-ass image videos.
I would 100% believe that, because if someone showed me that one video of that mannequin standing in that house in the middle of nowhere right before I went to bed tonight. It's called This Is Fantastic, if you haven't seen it. If someone showed me that right before I went to bed, I'm not joking, and I have to sleep in someone else's room, because something is so sinister about it, and I have reasons. There's reasons. This is the reason one. You don't know why it's happening. Obviously, it's all fake, but in this scenario, you don't know why it's happening. Like, you just don't know anything, so it is creepier than a scary movie. I
know what makes these videos scarier.
What?
Like you said, it's not even the mannequin in that video. It's not the body bag. It's not whatever you're talking about, the lawn chair. What scares me more watching these videos is thinking about the person filming it. That's what scares me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know the mannequin video? Like, it scares me more thinking of, like, the person filming it. And I'm just, like, thinking about their life. And, like, I have this whole fake life, even though they're probably just a regular person, like, making a creepy video like we would. But, like, it just scares me.
Something else that sounds creepy that I just thought of another idea. Okay, it's like this, like, let's just say it's a Southwest plane. It's a commercial plane. Like, what doesn't this sound like a scary video? Well, it's just someone just normal. Let's just say me in the corner. And like, and you're like, no, like, I don't know if it's a scary video, but the idea of it sounds terrifying. Like this actually like gives me shivers thinking about it. But this isn't even a video idea. Just if this happened, it would be terrifying. On this commercial plane, you're in the back corner. It's only you on the plane, and it's nighttime, and you're flying through the sky. But you're on a plane. Like, it's not like you're flying on like a magic carpet. But like, that just sounds like fucking terrifying.
I know.
Like, you could make it a scary video by like making it grainy, and then just like showing me in the corner staring, and like just doing weird zoom ins.
Oh yeah, that actually would be scary.
I know, because something about it is so like creepy and airy.
All right, back to the story. So her and her, I don't know who this is, but when my husband,
we were going on a long ass tangent.
I know, when my husband and I purchased our house, the basement was newly finished except for a back room that had a single folding chair in the middle of the room. After living in the house for a while, I always had an uneasy feeling like someone was here when I was home alone. And I always had things like toys going off randomly and would hear weird noises. And always had the feeling I was being watched while in the shower. I was doing laundry one day and my hair got pulled. What?
Now that sounds terrifying.
When I was putting clothes in the dryer, like, oh my God, it's like, you could be a ghost, but like, if you're going to be abusive, leave.
I know, that's a whole other thing. Like, we were joking about screaming and saying, look behind you, but beating someone up.
Can you imagine if you lived somewhere and your hair kept getting violently pulled? Like
I would
like
move
ripped
the fuck
back.
out
It's
of
like,
there.
okay, leave.
Yeah.
It was hard enough to pull out my ponytail. Sis, you got beat up.
That's
Oh
terrifying.
my God. I thought someone was in the room with me, but when I turned around, no one was there. Can you imagine if it was just your husband? It's like, you're an asshole. Did you just pull my hair? But no, it was a ghost. Okay, we decided to remodel the basement due to a water leak. They gutted the basement because there was a leak. We found a picture of a man and an X-rated DVD in the walls. We threw the items away. After that, weird stuff quit happening in the house, and I felt more comfortable. We later learned the photo was of previous owner who did work in the basement, and that the single chair in the unfinished room was what he had used to hang himself.
Wait.
That's scary.
Wait. It's so weird because when I copied this, because I put this on a Google Doc, I didn't read the whole thing. I just stopped after a chair in a room.
Oh my God. I'm terrified right now. Like, actually, I'm like, my hands are sweating.
No, it's
Bitch,
literally
I am
11 o'clock at
done.
night. I didn't know we were getting to that's sad that he killed himself, but that's so scary.
As I was reading that, I literally was feeling like a panic in my chest.
That's actually fucking creepy.
Oh my God. Okay, so my husband never experienced any paranormal things in the house, but my teen daughter did. I believe the ghost was a perv and targeted females by getting rid of the photo and getting rid of all the work he had done. We unintentionally cleansed the house.
Okay, so
scary. That's also scary. He put a picture of himself on the wall.
yeah, I don't know. Like this gives me the energy of like, if I move into a house, I'm checking every fucking corner.
Well, at least like if you ever do get your hair ripped by a ghost, like you could just gut the basement. But that's an expense. Like redoing a house isn't cheap. Like you're gonna have to drop like $20,000, $20,000 bucks on getting the ghost out.
So with this one, I feel like I believed this for a while, but I believe that like I feel like everything around you has like an aura to it. So with this one, you said there was a DVD and a picture. So I feel like that, even if it wasn't a ghost, like that had some like weird energy that was like doing shit, and then you threw it away. So like, yeah, I feel like it could be a thing like everything just has an energy, and like the energy was so dark that it was like doing weird shit.
That is scary.
I didn't even. This was like when you were reading it, I felt like we were part of the scenario.
I'm not part of when I was reading, I was thinking about saying like, can we stop the podcast? I was actually thinking like, can we stop the podcast? And I was gonna run upstairs so fast, crying.
No, I hate shit like this because like,
I'm just picturing it in our
like
storage room now.
And like, I'm not gonna say it because it sounds too vivid and scary. But
Here's another one vision of a duck foot person.
No, I just was gonna say like obviously that imagery just sounds fucking scary.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like that's like too dark.
Anyway, had a washer loud AF. So they had a washer that was loud as fuck. I was watching Netflix. My washer stopped and I paused my Netflix. It was dead silence and all I hear is music playing in my basement. I was the only person home for weeks, so I knew it wasn't anyone. I opened my front door and yelled, "You are not welcome here, leave," and the music stopped. My mother-in-law lives next door, so I grabbed my dog and stayed there for a while. Never experienced something like that before. That is terrifying. If I was ever home alone and something in the basement turned on, or even another room, I would be like, okay, burn the house down. Like, I'm never coming back.
Yeah. That's like
never coming back.
Terrifying. I mean, it's what how when you said leave, they left in this scenario.
I know.
With the music toning on, it made me think of one of the scariest scary music tracks to me. I think it's from the first movie of that little boy in a house. Insidious. There was two. The first one, Insidious. Wait, we should actually play it. Go on YouTube and type in Insidious music.
Oh my god! Are you talking about Sinister?
No, it's Insidious. So
I remember I saw this one movie in movie theaters like so long. I think it was Sinister though. The one where they drag. It starts where people are hanging from a tree.
That's Sinister.
Okay, what do I type in?
Type in Insidious, scary music, because it doesn't sound scary, but if you think about it in a scary environment, it sounds terrifying. It's like some classical music, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that does make it scary because you think, oh, these ghosts are from so long ago. They're like playing the music from like when they were alive, you know?
Yeah.
This is scary. Okay, this is Insidious scary violin song.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be it.
Okay.
Put your microphone to it so everyone can just. Oh wait, no, go like that. No, that wasn't it. But basically, it was a song, and it actually had lyrics to it. It was like, tiptoe down the window through the sin. And it was like a classical song, and it actually it was just terrifying.
Should I play Sinister?
Yeah.
I just want to hear what the Sinister was like. Sinister soundtrack.
Okay, turn that.
No, but
too
I remember
reckless.
Sinister was so scared of me. First of all, the movie starts with people hanging from a tree, so I'm like, this is fucking scary. Right away, I was like, I thought I was gonna have a fun Friday night. I do not want to be in this movie theater. And the whole movie was so scary because the music was so scary. That's what made it scary and Sinister. And then also in the middle of the movie, like an hour in, the lights turned on in the movie theater.
Are you joking?
Yeah, the lights turned on.
Wait,
so I was
why?
like, oh, great. There's like a intruder or some shit. And then everyone looked around and we were like, what's going on? And then I was like, okay, let's leave. But then the lights turned off again. And then I was like, what is going on? I'm just done. And that movie was also scary. This is another terrifying part from that movie. So the lawn chair part.
Okay, so I didn't watch this movie, and I don't think I've watched it.
I think you did. The lawn chair part.
No, I didn't watch it, but our sisters, you told me about it, and at the time we lived in California, and that house had an underground pool, and it sounds terrifying.
There's part of it. So the whole thing is people getting killed in these horrible ways. One of them is someone's tied to a lawn chair, and they drag them into a pool. It's like, bitch, can we not?
No, okay. With stuff like this, it makes me believe in past lives because like, okay, so like how we're scared of random things. Like is that because like in our past life, like in this ancient land, people got tortured that way and we always saw it. So it's like,
I don't know. I think it's just because like you're just like so you never even have thought about that before.
Yeah.
So it just like creeps you out so much.
That's the thing is that like
But I do remember Sinister got ruined though. If I'm thinking of the same movie. Because remember like the whole movie you're so scared and then you find out who's the killer and you're like, this is so dumb. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it ended up just not being scary.
I just thought about something so scary. Like, what if it came out the person that made Sinister turned into a serial killer? That would make it 10 times
I do
scarier.
feel bad for these horror movie writers because like, don't people probably like think they're like, you were fucked up?
Yeah, because I feel like for sure, like, people just have a craving to make scary stuff. It sounds fun. But then, like,
Yeah.
I think some people would think, like, wait, you need to go to get on some, like, medication or some shit.
Oh my God. I can't believe we did this. It's like 11. It's not even noon yet when we're filming this. I'm like, I feel like my whole day is ruined because I just have a bad vibe. You know what I mean?
Scary energy.
There's one more long one if you want to read it.
Oh, okay. First, I didn't copy this one. But I thought it was just a fun and interesting one. Someone said that during Halloween they bought a Walmart skeleton head.
Yeah.
And they basically said that Walmart skeleton head was haunted. Now this one was interesting to me, and it was less scary because like Walmart selling like thousands.
Yeah,
of these.
made in a factory and shit.
Yeah, and it made me Like, cause there's nothing like it's not like from like this random store. It's from Walmart.
But you never know.
Yeah, so I just thought
like,
that
what
one
if what if somebody in the factory touched it and like
haunted
had, like,
it,
a horrible death or something?
Yeah. Oh, okay, the long one. Okay. Let's get into it. The most unexplained encounter I had was when I was 10 years old at my parents' house. You haven't read this one, right?
No.
Okay. Thinking about this night feels like a fever dream and sends chills down my spine when I talk about it. One night, my brother and I were playing video games extremely late. The couch I was laying on was directly against a long window we had overlooking our front yard. We all of a sudden heard 3 slow knocks near the window directly behind my head where I was laying down. I froze in fear, and my brother immediately paused the game because he heard it too. We sat there for a good what felt like 5 minutes, scared of what to do because our parents were asleep and we didn't want to look outside. At the time, our 2 dogs we had outside barked wildly at any stranger who came near the house. We didn't hear any barking, and then we heard a harder knock slam against our kitchen window and a king grunt, which was a few feet away. So with this one, it's interesting that your dogs didn't bark, first of all.
No.
The story isn't done, but yeah, because if my dogs didn't bark, that kind of makes it more sinister, because it's like they bark
like they can't perceive it or something.
Yeah. We were both so scared to make any noise that we sat there just staring at each other, waiting for it to stop since it was so late. After about another 10 minutes, we woke up their mom up, who checked outside the windows but didn't see anything. About an hour later, when we were laying down in my mom's room, afraid of what happened, mind you, it was already about 4 a.m. My cousin, who lives directly across our street, called my mom and asked if we heard a series of aggressive knocks at our windows. So at this point, it sounds like there's literally an intruder in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so the neighbor heard it too?
Yeah, and I guess it's their yeah, it's their cousin. I felt my blood ran cold, and we told him about our experience, and he said he heard the same thing at his house, so he checked. So when he checked, he saw a tall man stumbling down his street. He said he was so overwhelmed with fear at the way the man was walking, because it looked like he was skipping down the street, but it looked unnatural. We were both so freaked out to have the same experience that once we hung up the call, we fell asleep with a lamp on in my mom's room all night. To this day, I don't know what visited us that night, but it makes me uncomfortable to even think about what I would have saw if I opened the window. I found it especially strange too that our dogs didn't bark at all, as a whole ass man was in our yard when they go crazy for the smallest things. LOL. Just typing all this gave me chills because of the unexplained nature of the whole situation. And
so
then
some sort of Slender Man creature?
Yeah, and then someone commented, I'm literally this made me laugh. I'm literally walking on a treadmill in the gym. So I was just pitching this and it made me laugh. I'm literally walking on a treadmill in the gym, and it's still freaking me out. Oh my gosh. I'm just picturing like me at Planet Fitness walking on a treadmill and being like, wait, what is scary?
I keep looking behind you and shit.
So the thing about it is that, like, do you think it was an actual man, or like, do you have this idea of like some Slender Man creature?
Yeah, I'm getting like different dimension type shit.
Yeah, because what I was pitching, I saw this picture on Twitter the other day, and I sent it to Lucas. It was like weeks ago.
Wait, what was it?
It was these 2 people laying in bed, and it was like a different dimension of people. Oh, the camera turned off. It was like a different dimension of people. That's what I perceived it as. And they all had like these big heads and like skinny bodies.
Oh, yeah, it's like, it's kind of like a Tim Burton type vibe.
Yeah, and I just pictured someone like that in your backyard. Well, I feel like maybe like they came from another dimension. Like, I'm just picturing this.
That's creepy. Didn't you and our other younger siblings have like a thing where you were in the house and you heard like knocking or something? I thought you did in Diamond Bar.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this kind of is more like, I feel like someone was just trying to break in. Like, one time we were all in the living room and like we heard someone bang at the garage door, but then we looked outside and no one was there. But I kind of just got the vibe like, oh, someone was seeing if people were here so they could rob.
Or is it Slender Man?
But yeah, then it could also be. It wasn't that scary because it was like 9 o'clock at night, so like it's not too late. But yeah, with stuff like this, like I just picture like this creepy creature man that's like terrifying.
Oh my gosh, that is scary.
I know, like it's so just like Lucas said, like it's 11:30, but I'm actually like scared right now.
Thank you guys for sending all these in. You guys went off. I love how we started off with some positive ones about like, oh, I saw my grandma, and then we got to like terrifying ones.
Yeah. Hopefully you aren't too scared. This probably wasn't a good one to listen to at night.
But sometimes it's good to be scared.
Yeah, it gives you a different emotion.
Yep.
I guess we'll see. Maybe like since we talked about this, we woke up ghosts in our life.
Don't say that. I'm blocking it all. I'm gonna go to church and put holy water in my body.
That's something I just don't know if I believe in. I don't really believe in exorcists and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
It just doesn't seem real to me. And I know like saying ghosts.
Just talk about ghosts for an hour.
Yeah, but something about it just doesn't seem that real.
Oh yeah, I get you.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, bros. And I'm probably just gonna like try to erase all this from my mind.
Oh yeah, I'm repressing this for sure. All right, love you guys so much. Thanks for listening, and thanks for the creepy ass stories that will leave us scarred for a lifetime.
See ya.
Bye.